Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Gamester TV1. This is Crisis, and I might actually have some talking heads right for you. Tonight's casters have been Bizer, Crisis, and EJ so far. And for the grand final, a special treat, we're going to be bringing you Neba.
Whoop! What up, boy? How you going?
So should Neba's head have appeared on the slide then? Oh, it just did. Oh, my Lord. It updated with Bizer and Neba's head. Bye-bye, Penguin. In comes Bizer and Neba. That's outstanding.
How awkward do we look there? Especially you, EJ. Your eyeballs, man. Oh,
I
scary
still look
stuff.
at that picture and think I'm either grabbing Crisis's ass or reaching around to you, Bizer, and Neba's just like, yeah, at the other end.
Do you know that is the same picture or the same image that was used for the Twitch chat emote?
Same picture used for my trial? Oh, no, for the Twitch chat emote,
Yeah, for that one. For that one, EJ.
Yeah, that one. Get some. All right, we're just waiting for the teams to create the server. As you can see on screen, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be
Crisis.
Sequential Gaming versus Valiant eSports. And the word from Neba is that it is up there. Now, it used to be this was number 1 versus number 2. Not so much these days. Valiant eSports, their fortunes waning just a little bit. But maybe tonight, Neba, they'll be coming back tonight and being worthy opponents and take down Sequential Gaming in the grand final.
Yes, it's a tale as old as time. And no, I'm not talking about Beauty and the Beast. It is Valiant eSports v Sequential Gaming in the grand final. And I tell you what, Crisis, it's something which we've seen so many times before, but very little have Valiant come out on top. And look, they're getting sick of it, and they're going to be wanting to have a good showing here in tonight's match. So it's going to be a very interesting one to see whether or not the boys from Valiant can actually come out on top here, or will SQL continue their dominance over what was the number 2 of the Oceanic scene. Of course, they've been usurped, I guess you could say, by Jam. Hashtag spread the jam.
Oh, we're going to have to leave, so for some reason.
Or is it? Oh, apparently Schmeevel's made a game, and we need to leave so he can join or kill himself or something along those lines. But we'll be back into it very shortly.
I don't think they're killing themselves in Rocket League, mate.
Well, look, I don't come up with this stuff. I literally just call it as I sees it. But I don't know. We hopefully should be getting back into this one very shortly. And when we actually get back into the server.
So how will we know? Because that's the thing. There's no way that we can know. And in fact, I just sent a tweet to Psionic Studios talking about the fact that we're casting Rocket League right now and saying we would love to see a 3rd spectator slot added to the game. So we could have a producer and 2 casters all at once casting at the same time. But the other thing that would be great is some sort of console command to restart the server. So in situations like that, where somebody accidentally joins the team and starts the count, the
game is up again now, Crisis.
We get to actually, instead of leaving the server and having to rejoin, we just do a vote to restart the server, and hey presto, we're back into the game. Here we are, Beckwith Park, I think it is at night, and we'll switch over now, ladies and gentlemen, and I think it's going to be Sequential Gaming on the orange team.
Yeah, we'll find out very shortly. But, of course, if you're just tuning into the GameStar Shoutcast, let's just go through the team list for you very quickly. For Sequential, we've got Aaron, Pinor, and Soma, the usual suspects. For Valiant eSports, we've got Nugget, Reaver, and Schmeevel. So, also the boys have been called out quite a few times in the studio, Crisis. So, look, they're going to be getting ready to go shortly. And as soon as they get in, here we go. The teams are getting in now. So we should be getting ready for the best of 5 grand final. And this one is going to be going off. I can tell you right now, the game is live. And here we go. Into the center goes Pinor and Reaver, both getting that ball, pushing into that blue side. And Valiant eSports pushing it down. Now we start the aerial battle, the hacky sack, as it were, for control on pushing it into the side. Valiant Schmeevel pushing it up into that left-hand corner, trying to work it, but here comes Soma pushing it around to the corner, getting into the center once again. Reaver puts it up, looking for any midfield play. Schmeevel just jumped straight past it, but could not put it into there. Lining up the back is Nugget. He's trying to come through the front. Will miss it because Pino pushed it forward too far. And it is all going ahead at the moment. Crisis 1 minute into play, but there's the first goal. No, it's not. It's off the top crossbar. One great shot there. And Nugget will push that one away to the side. And once again, SQL just setting up again for this. There's the shot. Once again, the pinch out of there. Aaron, very unlucky not to come away with the first goal. And Valiant eSports have actually been very lucky right now to actually not have a goal scored against them. Pino pushing it forward once again. And all of the momentum is starting off with SQL, but that's a bit of an open net. Nugget pushes it down. It's going to roll off the crossbar and puts the first goal in. Just caught SQL too far down the field, and there's the long-range shot. Crisis. The boys from Valiant, great start.
Hey, quick shout out to Butters1990, who said he enjoyed looking at the settings. I'm sorry, mate, we can't have the settings on for any longer than that. I just needed to change things so that the nighttime map didn't look like we were playing in the pitch dark. So at least we can now see the action. But if you want, after this goes down, I'll put GTV 2 on and get the settings up for you, and you can watch that all night.
But there he does. He goes Valiant once again. Schmeevel pops it off. This is going to go off to the top. Here's the aerial battle. Well done by Soma. He went face-to-face with Nugget, and he was able to push that one out of the way. And the boys from SQL now pushing down the field. There comes the ball. Pino's got it on the right-hand side looking for the cross. Can't get it because Nugget pushes it out front. And once again, Valiant now. There's the tip from Schmeevel just off to the left-hand side. No follow-up, however. And the boys from SQL, once again, just sorting themselves out, pushing it back down. This is a bit of a to-and-fro battle. Currently one that Valiant is taking the initiative from, but Soma just sitting out in about midway in the blue half. Look at this right now, Crisis. He just is waiting, and it literally sits in his lap, and very standard push shot there. Pushes it into the bottom right-hand corner, ties it up. And look, Reva is actually pinging a bit, yeah.
I was just about to switch away from Soma after following him for a while, but I'm glad that I stuck with him as he picks up the first goal for Sequential Gaming. Evening up the scores, though, so it is 1-1 right now. 2 minutes 38, a much slower game than the previous game that was here on stream between Sequential and Jam, though, Neba.
Yeah, and SQL Sequential, though they've had the taste of it, and they want it now. They've called a pinging issue here, and Reva is currently pinging at plus 200 at the moment, so he is not really happy. SQL and the boys from Sequential, they are trying to just see whether or not we go, but no is the call from Valiant. They just want to keep playing, but Sequential are not going to be going down and let them score any easy goals right now. So SQL, they've got the momentum behind them, but Reva, the huge aerial, pushes it into front of goal, pushes it down, and look at that, up he goes, just drops it down just next to Pino and Crisis. That is a huge second goal.
Yeah, nice sportsmanship there from Sequential Gaming, suggesting they restart because of Reva's ping. But he seems to be just fine with a ping of 150. And it was enough to get himself a goal. And that is 2-2 between these two teams. Both of them top quality Oceanic region teams. Perhaps Sequential Gaming with the Ascendant Star and Valiant not doing so well of late, but boy, they have made their way into a grand final and are going to be looking to take this match away from Sequential. There's a little cut shot, though. Well, not really. I guess it was a cut off of Penor.
I would call that, it's a right bank. He pushed that onto the right of his car, just dropped it over the top. The right bank shot, but he didn't use the bank off the wall, but used, I guess you could call the jump shot. But here he comes once again into the center of the field, pushes it up. Nugget will just drop it into the center, and luckily he's got some follow-up there. Now Schmeevel into the air against Aaron. Soma and Nugget go face-to-face as well. The aerial control is most important between these two teams right now, and as they push it down, Soma now squaring up in the center, doesn't get the shot there. Aaron's got to be careful. Pushes it towards goal. Up goes Nugget. There's the halo shot. The halo save. Puts it up. And once again, they're still not done. Soma comes up. There's a great deflection. Now pushes it back towards the middle of field. Pinor with the bicycle kick. Trying to keep it in the center. Soma boots it up. And here comes Schmeevel pushing it in. That's a really good center. But there's a great clear from Pinor. Won't let that one go easy. There's a minute remaining on the clock. And the boys from SQL currently up 1-0 in game number 1. They need to keep holding on to this one to give themselves the advantage. Reaver comes in, though, pushes it forward. And now Nugget is going to be coming around from the backside. Trying to put it up there. Pinor will be very, very good there. Crisis puts it to the center. Reaver with a great clear. And the boys from Valiant need the overlap soon if they're going to get this goal to put them back into this game.
Yeah, we're following Schmeevel right now. Strikers extraordinary.
Here we go.
The ball sitting up in the center field. It's going to bounce off. He gets a touch. No! Nugget comes through with a massive attempt. But it is just an attempt and not a goal as the boys from Sequential get the clear out. Now Soma carrying the ball forward. That's a lovely little cross there. In goes Aaron, but he just misses it. Doesn't even get the tip of his
last ditch effort. Last chance for Valiant. 5 seconds. And they just couldn't put it in there. Last ditch effort. This one should be over. Oh, it's still not. We're still in the air here. We are still in the air. Oh, that's going to be the first game to Sequential 3-2, I should say. 1-0 Sequential hit the top. Reaver is going to leave and join as fast as he can. So when he gets back, we're already up a crisis. Valiant. A valiant effort, I guess you could say, to use the pun that's probably been overused. But they they've shown potential.
I don't think I've heard anybody use that pun. I haven't once heard anybody say valiant effort, and I'm embarrassed and ashamed as a caster that it hasn't happened until before tonight.
You should be ashamed of yourself, Crisis.
I am.
You should all be ashamed that I come up with a pun first.
Later on, I'm going to self-flagellate.
Nice.
But look, I think we should
Straighten that.
I think we should at least put it out that Valiant have at least shown the they've capitalized on the mistakes that Sequential make, and they make very few of them. And that's something that we should really make note of right now, that everyone knows that Sequential is probably the best in the Oceanic region at this rotating offense style, which this map lends itself to. So they're the best, but when they find themselves a bit over pushed, a bit too far forward, the boys from Valiant have managed to capitalize on that. The aerial battles, I have to admit, though, have been about 50-50. I wouldn't say that Sequential is doing better than Valiant. They're just capitalizing on the position a lot better at the moment.
Yeah, that's why I said earlier on, at about the 2.5-minute mark, that this was a much slower game, it seemed, than the game between Sequential and Jam, because there was a lot of the ball kind of just floating around. The strikes in the aerial strikes were not potent. They just kind of sent the ball wafting most of the time. So maybe we'll see the teams turn things up a little bit in the next game and give us a bit more of a spectacle. We had a long pause there in between games, ladies and gentlemen, because we were waiting for Reaver to reconnect. And I'm assuming Psionic Studios have tuned in to watch this broadcast. I'm going to say another thing about the spectator mode that I'd love for them to change, and that is to start the camera looking down the field so that blue is on the left side and orange is on the right-hand side, and that's because that's the way the scoreboard is set up. So we're heading into the center, and in fact, I've watched the Rocket Royale. They also move the camera into the center. They don't switch the sides over because they're obviously not quite as OCD or anal retentive as me, but it really would make a huge difference to the way that I see things if everything was nice and orange on the one side by default in spectator mode.
Well, for everyone who is in Twitch chat and everyone who's listening at the moment, let's get your predictions on what you think this series is going to give to us. Type down who you think is going to win and what the score will be. So SQL 3-2, SQL 3-0 if you think. Do you actually think the boys from Valiant can take a game off them? I'd love to see your predictions. And let's get those happening. Let's get the Twitch chat going, guys. If you got friends on Steam, any of them playing Rocket League, hit them up on this Twitch link. Get them in here because this is the grand final of the best of the Oceanic scene. So these are the guys that you guys want your friends to see. These are the ones that we want to be basically showing out to the rest of the world. We've got Flip there. He's saying 3-1 in terms of Valiant. He thinks the 3-1 turnaround is about to happen. Wasted 3-1 to SQL. So I think other people think that when the momentum shifts, Crisis, there's not a lot of stopping. Reaver is back in server, so we're about to get going live once again. So they are now in server. The SQL boys will be our orange team, and Valiant will be our resident blue side once again. So when the SQL boys get going, here they come. We're going to get going live. 3, 2, 1. Pinor v Reaver once again in the center. Who's going to get the better of this tip? It literally goes out to the side, but Valiant are going to come off better hand here on the start of this one. And that's Schmeevel just couldn't put the ball into the bottom right-hand corner. That is an opportunity gone begging right at the start of the match. That could have been a great start.
Yeah, well, a great start for Valiant eSports, not necessarily for Sequential, although they did score plenty of goals themselves in that previous 3 of their own in the first game, so they would have been able to come back. Another shot, but this time it's from Sequential. Soma onto the Valiant eSports goal, and it is defended out nicely. The ball stymied on the left-hand side there. Up into the air goes Aaron. He keeps the ball in the blue zone. The pressure is good. We've seen one of the boosts getting taken out there by Valiant eSports. How long will it last if they have to keep defending, though? The ball stays in the blue zone yet again, and this is exactly how you build up pressure in Rocket League, ladies and gentlemen. Keep the ball in your opponent's zone. Don't give them any respite. Make them use up all the boost. And the tip of that ball going in. And Pinor gets the rebound and secures that first goal there off of that defense that was just barely saved then. And Pinor comes through with a cut.
Yeah, the circle round there, like that is the positioning of SQL that we always remark about. He just circles around like a vulture and just picks up the scraps and gets the first opening goal of Sequential. Good start here. Schmeevel, the dribbling skills. Juked out one, couldn't juke the second, however. Pinor goes up into the center of the field. Aaron will follow it up, and here comes Soma. Soma v Schmeevel in the air. Schmeevel will get the better of it, pushes it into the left corner, and here comes the push now. Off the corner, tries to center it, but doesn't get it high enough, and that's quite easy clear there from the boys from Sequential.
Yeah, that sort of play, Neba, is just it's just too predictable with a team like Sequential.
Here we go!
Oh, no!
Nugget and Schmeevel! And that is an open net. Aaron's going to push this one straight forward, and just like that, yeah, like you were saying, Crisis, too easy, and just like that, Aaron just makes them pay with such an easy, just long-range shot straight ahead.
Yeah, goal face wide open, no defenders there because Valiant eSports throwing everything they can to try and get on the board and break the donut, and getting punished as a result. Sequential, Soma gets up into the air, a nice dribble over there, sets the ball up, and Nugget with the halo defense preventing the touch from getting the ball in, and it's turned around now. Nugget carries the ball way over past the Sequential goal, and rebound once again. Neba, this is the run of play so far, where the ball gets sent over into an almost empty blue zone time and again.
Valiant are making a few mistakes here at the moment, and SQL are capitalizing on them, and they've got to stop this right now. Otherwise, they will find themselves in the back end of a 3-0 start, and SQL, they are certainly looking like they want that third goal. Question is, will they be able to get it? Nugget now just bounces off the wall, goes up the wall, bounces into the middle, and Schmeevel just tried to get the tap into the center, couldn't get it. He was actually blocked off a bit there, but now the ball goes up. Up goes Reaver, Nugget following behind. No one's still got that ball. Aaron will finally come up as well. Clear it out for SQL, but Valiant are not letting this one out of the zone just yet. SQL are just pressuring them. Reaver puts the ball, that's going to bounce off the top of the crossbar. No one can get it though. And Aaron, once again, is going to come down the field. He's got the ball right in front of Soma. They've got to be careful here. And SQL just using the pressure. Very, very good work. Keeping it down in that blue side. Not even giving Valiant really time to think before getting that goal. Oh, it's on the line. What a save. Oh, my God. Aaron pushes it out. That was one of the closest goals, closest saves I think we'll see in this Pro League. Normally that wouldn't go without being into the goals, but Crisis, SQL, wow, they are just controlling it. It's been in this blue side for probably about 75% of this game.
Finally some relief though, and Valiant trying to make the best of a very rare situation as they get the ball up into the orange zone, but Sequential again carry the ball over the goal face, get it over into the corner, and keep the danger away from their goal face very, very easily. That said, it's still sticking in the orange zone. Finally, the clear comes out now. Schmeevel and our boy Nuggets on defense, comboing dangerously. Schmeevel carrying the ball back across the goal face almost, and forcing Nugget to come forward with the boost, get the clear out. The ball staying in the blue zone. That's an orange goal that's wide open, but Sequential get the rotation back nice and quick, and have plenty of defenders there as the pressure comes through. 30 seconds remaining, Neba, and this is going to be a game in the bag for Sequential, surely.
Well, they still got time, but Valiant basically need to score right now. Whether or not they will get that, I highly doubt it. But, you know, stranger things have happened in Rocket League. The pin shot off the wall is a great deflection there by Soma. Soma probably one of the best defensive powerhouses in the Oceanic region at this point in time. 10 seconds left on the clock. Valiant now looking like they will be going down to 0v2 SQL's way. They'll be down 2-0. SQL pushing that ball onto the floor, trying to get it down. It's still actually in the air, but it won't be enough anyway. Trying to get any kind of consolation. Soma wants to keep it alive, though. The ball juggling along. These guys don't want to finish it right in front of the blue goal. There it is. Sequential finishing, getting the second game under their belt, and we did have some other, you know, we had some predictions as well before. We had, who did we have? We had Butters said Valiant 3-0, but he was giving us the slip there. B-Bears though 3-0 to SQL is his call. Schnutz actually said 3-2 to SQL, so I'll be interested to see whether or not some of these ones can come through now, Crisis.
Yeah.
And we'll ready up and we'll go into game 3 here of this best of 5. Will SQL close it out? See it in the Twitch chat. Do you think SQL is going to win this one, or are the boys from Valiant going to... Whoa, hold up. Let me change my team here. And let's see whether or not the boys can actually get one back on them.
All right, into game number 3 of... Is it a best of 5 or is it a best of 7?
It is a final. I thought actually, well, maybe, as far as I'm aware, but we'll see how they go. We'll know if the GGs come out in this game. The boys trying to get up there, but big shot by Pinor once again, pushing it in towards the corner of the goal, but SQL clearing it out there.
Oh, the hard rebound there gets stopped in front of the goals there. Now the clear coming through. Reaver carries the ball forward. The crossover, there's a lot of power on it, and Schmeevel is completely beaten. He was nowhere near it, not even in the penalty box, just about, for that cross that came through. And that was an open goal face for once in the defensive period of Sequential Gaming, but I guess they just didn't have to be up there because there wasn't really much of a goal on. As the ball gets up, as Reaver gets up into the air to meet the ball, get some control of it, stop it in the blue zone. The cross coming, the through ball coming through from Nugget gets stopped in the midfield, and Aaron now carrying the ball forward, gets it up into the air. We're looking for Pino to combo with Soma, who gets the touch to it, but back into the orange zone we go. This is a good run of play at the moment from the boys from Valiant eSports, but can they actually score a goal, Neba?
Yeah, they're going to be trying, but look, SQL very, very good. There's the double Reaver. He puts the ball just over the top crossbar, and that's a great save by Aaron. The boys from Valiant just keeping that ball sitting in that orange zone, but SQL very quickly pushing it out and away. Reaver boops it into the air. Up comes Nugget. We'll drop that down onto the left-hand side of their attacking play, but SQL very quickly to capitalize that ball as soon as it hits the floor. Pinor going up, misses it, but Reaver pushes it towards the center. Nugget could be the follow-up here if he gets in there in time, but won't actually get the boosting jump. Soma pushing it off to the center, trying to get that center off the corner, but can't actually get it. And here comes a big shot by Pinor. Big, great save by Nugget, the Nugget man. And he is made of gold, I guess you could say, there, with a feeling after that particular save. And now needing to push this ball right back down where they are down to the start. There's a good shot. Gets pushed to the side. Now they will keep moving it.
They've tried that move a couple of times. If you'll notice, one of the boys from Valiant eSports will pick up the ball on the side. He'll be wide, and he'll go horizontally across the field, dribbling the ball on top of his car, looking for the through boosting player from his team to come through. But Sequential so far have had it pegged, and each time you have a dribble across the field, they're just coming through, intercepting it before the booster can get the through strike on.
Yeah, that's very true. I've also seen Schmeevel. He's actually been very, very insistent on controlling the ball and trying to actually throw the defense of SQL just out a little bit to try and open up any aerial positions they can. And this is a bit of the volleyball, the hacky sack to and fro, the foursomes back, if you will, trying to force that ball further into your opponent's territory to set up some kind of offensive passage. Right now, Pinor keeps that ball, knock out all the accidental hit from Reva, just knocked Schmeevel out of the way as he went for the clear, but Nugget now pushes that ball into the orange zone. We actually have a bit of an open goal right now. There's a great save, but Pinor with the save pushes it across the face of goal, and just like that, SQL once again in control, but Valiant just trying to push that ball into that orange zone. No one there. Soma once again just out of position a little bit. They were Valiant. And we are still locked at nothing apiece here. Crisis, the boys need to get something. And Schmeevel once again blocks the shot by Soma. And this is just, realistically, this is just foursomes back 101. They're just knocking it in the air back towards their goals. It's actually been probably about a minute and a half since we've seen a real decent shot. And oh no! There it is. There's the first goal to Valiant. And it was actually an own goal by, I think you'll find it was Soma, probably. No, Aaron. Aaron will come through, drops it onto the side. And it was Pinor. Pinor accidentally dropping it to the side, and that gives Valiant their first goal. But the pressure from Valiant realistically set that one up for them.
Yeah, very, very good play, and a very slow game once again. Oh, the ball sitting in front of the Sequential goal, bouncing up nice and softly. Two players from Valiant eSports trying to take advantage, but it finally gets cleared out. Now the defender's working hard to try and get a stymied ball away from their goal face. Finally it gets cleared away, and now Sequential turn on the power to get the ball over into the blue zone. They want to get an equalizer. 15 seconds to go. They just need one goal. It has been a low scoring all of the way, ladies and gentlemen, in this game between these two teams. Oh, and it's not to be there. 5 seconds remaining. This is almost going to be the last movement. The ball flying across the goal face from Nuggets defense there, and it gets cleared away as soon as it touches the ground.
They are not done. There it is.
2-1 in favor of Sequential in what we think is a best of 5.
Well, I can double check and see is this one, but that is absolutely correct. It is 2-1 in favor of SQL over the boys from Valiant eSports. Crisis, waiting on you to ready up. It is a best of 5. The boys from SQL have confirmed it for me. So, ladies and gentlemen, we go into the possible second last match, maybe final match, game number 5 in this grand final. And the boys from Valiant have actually shown some very good pressure there. But on the other end, you could say as well, they got a little bit lucky there that the SQL boys actually rebounded that one into their own goal there as Reva goes face-to-face, and Schmeevel with a great start. He tries to put the dribble in, but Aaron will clear that one out. SQL
the
now.
problem with that dribbling that he does is it's really a 1v1 tactic, and going up against 3 players, it's just not going to work.
Yeah, it can work to put them out of position, but I don't think realistically it can be used for a scoring tactic unless you move quickly. If you're not moving fast, it just gives them too much time to react to where you are, and that will cause some issues. It has to be done fast, and unfortunately for Schmeevel, most of the time he's been dribbling tonight, it has been with that slow ball, I guess you could call it. The pin shot now pushes the ball into the SQL offensive half. This is the blue side, and now they come in. Pinor drops it in front. Soma comes off the top, and that is a great save by Schmeevel. Schmeevel just keeping himself and keeping his composure, and here they come now. Reva bounces it into the middle, trying to push it into that corridor straight up the center, but can't get it, and here they come once again. Aaron's waiting off to the side, gets his dribble, pushes it up the wall. Unfortunately, can't get it. Yes, he can. But here is a great aerial shot from Reva. It's in front of goals. They have an open net. Can they get it? Yes, they can. Schmeevel, watch the replay. He just sat off to the side. He saw the open net and he made it count. Got to the right side, pushes it to the left. A great push shot there. And Valiant take a 1-0 lead here in game number 4. Who's going in right now? It's going to be Schmeevel v Soma and Aaron. And it pushes it out in SQL's favor at the start there, Crisis.
Yeah, we got Soma on screen right now, sitting in the goals, looking to defend. He's not shy to go forward, but he has to get the halo there. It's not quite a halo, it's just an aerial. Aaron with a shot. Oh, it's defended by Reba, who does get a halo there, and then Nugget gets the clear. The combo not quite good enough to clear it right all the way out of the blue zone. Up into the air goes Soma, but it's cleared away finally by the boys from Valiant eSports. They carry it up very, very quickly, looking for the breakaway. It's stopped over. The goal face is open. Here comes the touch from Reva. It's not fast enough. The halo from Pino, good enough to get the ball cleared out of their zone and back into the midfield.
Yeah, man, that's a great shot. We should also mention, for any of you in chat, if you ever wonder what we mean by halo, just obviously have a look at the icon when you get the epic save. And, of course, you'll see the little halo above the ball. So our halo is, of course, the epic saves that they get. Just a little bit. The more you know. This has been a community service announcement by our friendly GameStar neighbor, as the boys from SQL pushing that ball into the blue side, looking for a goal here. Aaron now still working it onto that right-hand side, pushes it in the corner. Oh, that's a little bit of an interesting bicycle kick from Schmeevel. Actually set it up for Aaron, but the boys from SQL now on the defensive. They are trying to stop the boys from Valiant getting another goal. In fact, they want to get one of their own. They are only one game away from GG. They only need to win this one. And they have 2 minutes and 10 seconds remaining on the clock. Nugget bounces it up in front of goal, but Aaron, with the great aerial himself, will grab the push out, and an excellent save there. Aaron once again taking to the skies off the side of the wall. A bit of miscommunication there. We'll see the boys from SQL now getting this center. Up it goes, Pinor. Oh, try to get the tap, but Schmeevel was onto his game from the start. And like that, Reva now pushing it down. They have to be careful. Soma, he's very, very good. Pinor's just popped it up in front of goal. And that is a great follow-up by Nugget. He will find it. Watch this. He sat at the back, saw the ball pop out, and just goes for it. Crisis, that is an excellent piece of work by Valiant. And they are now up 2-0 with 1 minute and 30 seconds remaining in game number 4.
All right, we're sticking with Valiant Schmeevel, who was our cameraman for quite a bit of time there. We keep hoping that he will turn things on, but right now, Valiant eSports getting carried by the performance of Nugget. Well, that said, Schmeevel, just looking at the scoreboard there, has been doing quite well. Whoa, another shot that gets defended by Reba, and finally Soma gets the boys of Sequential on the board.
Crap. Look at Pinor here. Pinor just pushes that ball to the side, and Soma in the right place at the right time jumps that into the center. That is what we call excellent, and that is great start there. Nugget v Pinor, and that actually comes up the better for the Valiant side, pushing it now onto the goal. Aaron, great save. There's 1 minute remaining in SQL. They will not go quietly into the night. They will not vanish, as President Bill Pullman would say, and they keep working this ball. Valiant, though, looking for goal number 3 and trying to convincingly close this particular game out. They've only got 42 seconds to hold on, but as we've seen, SQL just need a couple of seconds to capitalize on any mistake, and they can push for victory. So here comes Pino now, works it up the wall, and Nugget finds himself out of position a bit here, finds himself, oh, great work, just played it very well, pushes the ball off the wall into the center, but Aaron will get it first. Pino and Reva both go up, and they have to be very careful. Aaron misses the ball across the face of goal. Woo! He's still got 10 seconds remaining right now. There it is. There's the countdown. SQL, they would love to be able to finish it off right now, but they won't be able to because Valiant keep it in their half. Looking to keep this one going. No juggling from SQL, and it is 2 games apiece, Crisis, and we are going to number 5. Valiant have been here before. The question is, can they actually close this one out? That is the question what we are going to find, and it is 2-0 2-2. And ladies and gentlemen, of course, keep your eye out for who you think will be the MVP of this series, because we do have that coming up at the end. So we'll be asking for your votes. So just not yet, but keep that one in mind.
So just
as
a quick
we get
word,
closer. But this,
Nebo, if I can jump in there, please. For
yes.
the Twitch chat guys, there were a couple of viewers that I gave timeouts to because they gave us a bit of feedback. Now, here at GameStar, we welcome your feedback. We're keen to hear what we can do to improve things, give you a better viewing spectacle. But if all you're going to say is we're shit, then why are you hanging around, mate? Just go and do something that's more fun than watching Schmeevel score a goal and put the ball,
go Schmeevel,
put the boys of Valiant eSports on the board. No, really, go and do something that you'll enjoy a lot more rather than putting yourself through the pain. But as I say, if you've got something constructive you want to say to us, let us know, because we're always looking to improve how we present things to you, our viewers, our most important
I have to actually say, whilst we're in the middle of here, speaking of Twitch chat, the Nugget fan club is certainly out. Nugget is probably one of the fan favorites of this one, so maybe look for the MVP votes from him. I don't know. It'd be very interesting to see whether or not he's been bribing anyone, but Nugget has certainly actually been turning up to play here. He's actually had a few very good passages of play up the center where he's actually been in control of the ball. Pinor actually bumps Reva out of the way, trying to set up some kind of goal here, but can't actually get anything sorted. So the Nugget fan club, if you're out there, let's get a big nugget in the Twitch chat just to see who is a fan of this man right now as he pops it off the wall. And this nugget, nearly with the aerial solo effort, just couldn't put the ball in, but he is certainly showing up to play here. The boys from Valiant now up 1-0 and actually looking to go for the 3-0 reverse sweep. If they could get it, this would be an epic comeback, and Valiant have not had a lot of luck against SQL in the past, so could this be a changing of the guard?
Look at this, the Nugget fan club almost gets some delivery as Nugget was flying through and he had the angle going on like a pilot coming into Wellington Airport, trying to get the touch on the ball to sink it home. Oh, it was defended out there, but it was so close for the boys in Twitch chat who are supporting our Nugget.
But Valiant eSports now are on the defensive. SQL playing very well. Got that ball right in the center. Good double shot. Nugget and Schmeevel. Oh, Schmeevel with the goal. Watch this shot. It is the reverse. It is from the goal line. Schmeevel and Nugget there. Great shot. Get the pinch shot going. And of course, if you don't know what a pinch shot is, it's essentially where you're very close proximity, you hit into another player and the speed, it basically doubles. And that is great work. Nugget, though, once again now pushes it up towards the center. Soma takes that one, will actually grab a great aerial save, but SQL now need to basically get moving here. They are behind by 2 goals with 3 minutes remaining, and Crisis, they've got a lot of work to do. The number 1 team now being pressured by the number 3 team on the power rankings, and Valiant, they've had enough of being not number 1. They are trying to make a serious case for moving further up into the rankings, but it's not over yet. SQL have been in this position before, and they have shown that they are easily one of Australia's best, especially when it comes in these situations. As we have seen, if they switch on straight away, then they are easily one of the most feared teams in the region. So let's see whether or not they can with 2 minutes and 15 seconds now remaining on the clock.
Oh, that's a floater going towards the orange goal. Soma gets the clear out. He's normally a lot more aggressive with his clears, but there he just kind of sat and waited for the ball to come to him. And the ball returns. Schmeevel comes in and takes advantage of a burning cross coming through from Nuggets. Soma gets a touch to it, Neba. Yeah, Soma was very close there. He pushed it into the crossbar, but had enough forward momentum that Schmeevel will take credit. But Nugget did very well to get that ball moving, and SQL now find themselves 3 goals down. Hopefully, we aren't actually going to see them. Oh my God, Reva with goal number 4. Watch this, Crisis. He rides up the wall, pushes it into the floor, and shoots it straight down and just straight past Aaron. That is probably one of the goals. Hit up Jam. Hashtag spread the jam. Give that man a highlight in your week's plays. That is easily one of the best goals I have seen in this tournament. And wow, just like that, Valiant are now up
4-0, and they are looking at taking this All-Stars Rocket League tournament. And wow, not many people would have thought that coming into this game, given their previous histories.
Yeah, Valiant, as Biza said in Twitch chat, is absolutely killing it right now. They have found their confidence. The first 4 games of the series were real slow affairs, low scoring. 1 goal in the third game and 1 goal in the fourth game. I think it was just 3 goals in the fourth goal.
Too
but he has an
simple.
opportunity to break the donut, and no, it goes. Oh, sorry, no, it was almost another goal getting scored by Valiant. 5-0 it would have been there. Back into the orange zone. Valiant, as I was saying, have found their feet, and really 4 goals in 1 game, Neba. Who would have thought against Sequential?
Yeah, mate, a big shout out to Wasted in Twitch chat. A valiant effort to get these Sequential map wins. You, sir, get my pun award of the evening. And SQL, though, looking for their first goal, and they will get it. Aaron with the assist, banks it off the left-hand corner, and Soma with the follow-up will actually put that into the top left corner. Great shot. Well done by SQL. They've left it a bit late, though, if they're going to be getting into this one. They've got to push and get an instant kind of goal if they are going to get back into this one. Aaron goes v Schmeevel. Aaron comes out on top here, but Nugget is going to be putting it back. Hashtag the Nugget Fan Club 2015.
Oh,
but there we
shot.
go. And Schmeevel won't be actually able to get that one. Reva now off the wall. Aaron is also there, gets a better tap, and Soma pushing it forward. 20 seconds remaining until Valiant will get probably one of the sweetest tournament wins I think they've had in a long time since the start of this community. But Soma now getting up, puts his nose on the ball, but that countdown is going to get the better of them. They've got 3 goals. It's not going to be doing it. But Valiant eSports, they are going to come up big here. GG's, the 3-0 comeback. It is now 3-2, and that is GG, GC, good championship. Wow, Crisis. Coming into this one, they were down 2-0, and they have come back to 3-2. And we need to pick ourselves an MVP of this game so we can have a look for an MVP of the series. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to need you to be typing into the Twitch chat right now who you think the MVP of this particular match is. As I think that's how it's done, Crisis.
Well, that wasn't a reverse sweep, was it? Yes, it was.
Yeah, it was.
That was a reverse
sweep.
Yes, it was, most certainly.
So, Valiant eSports with a great reverse sweep, as it turns out, taking the game 3-2. And I don't actually think anybody picked a 3-2 victory for Valiant eSports.
No, there was one. I'm fairly certain
me.
there was one.
I think I picked that.
All right. And,
Probably.
Slightly.
And the calls in Twitch chat are for Nugget to be the MVP for that match. So we're going to start the timer, or start the poll, that is, and get the timer going for the MVP vote. So you got to type in bang vote, and then 1 for Lost Pirate, 2 for Aaron, and 3 for Nugget. And we'll get that up onto the screen. Let's see if we can get it there. Whoa, what's going on? See if I can get this onto the stream. Nicely positioned.
Oh, shout out to Lost Pirate. He's voted for himself, and he's probably the only one who's done it.
And wow, we have to say that we've got a lot of good votes coming in, guys. Keep it going. The timer is running. So, of course, it is the exclamation mark vote and then the space and the numbers you want. 1 for Lost Pirate, 2 for Aaron, or 3 for Nugget. And I think he's just probably going to win just based on the fact that his name is Nugget. I think I'm calling it right now.
Why? What did you call him? Nugget.
No, he is Nugget. But I just think he's just going to get it just for that name alone.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. Aaron gets a vote from the Twitch chat. Somebody was keeping track. He gets on the board, doesn't go home with just a donut. It's between Lost Pirate and Nugget. things have calmed down just a little bit. We've got 67 players, 67 viewers in the
still
Twitch
plenty
chat.
of people.
Let's get the votes through. $20 Steam credit from GameStar is on the line here. Whoever wins the MVP for the evening is going to get an MVP card, and $20 Steam credit together is sent to them by a GameStar. So make sure that one of these players goes home with a little bit of bank. And there you go. The poll gets closed, and it is a runaway victory for Nugget.
Good old Nugget. Gotta love it. He's a bit disappointed that he didn't get my vote, but I gave it to Lost Pirate because no one was voting him, and then he voted himself.
Go Nugget.
Somebody voted for him. I was just about to. But it was not to be. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a fantastic evening here on GameStar TV. A return from a bit of a hiatus for me, and a great team tonight joining me in the studio. EJ and Biza for the earlier games, and Neba coming in there for the grand final. In the end, a fantastic evening of Rocket League by Jam Gaming, Sequential Gaming, Valiant eSports, who was it? Relapse and the Gameroos, Hypernova, all on stream tonight. What a treat it was for us here in Oceania. Well, any final words, Neba, Biza, or EJ before we sign off?
Well, I'm going to give a full kudos to Relapse, joining up for the first time and getting a debut broadcast from us and really stepping up and showing that the new teams entering are got some skills to show. It was good. Excellent game. GG's Valiant, though. Wow. Love it.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we'll close up there. Thanks for watching. Head on over to www.gamestar.com. That's where we're going to post the VODs from tonight's match. Won't be tonight. It's quite late and I've got to get to bed. But it will be over the next day or so. So you'll be able to catch all of the action from tonight's Rocket All-Stars, brought to you by GameStar, provided by Cybergamer. We'll be back later on in the week again as well with some Plantronics Pro League action. Hopefully some of the teams will set up their schedules for Thursday night matches, because that would be the ideal. Hint, hint, boys. And GameStar TV will be there bringing you the last week of the 2015 year of the Plantronics Pro League. That's enough for tonight, though. This has been a GameStar presentation. My name is Crisis, and we're all signing out.
Get some.
Get some.
French fries.